There are so many things that make the Sarasota area really special. So this is episode 103. I'm going to share with you 103 things that just really kind of put Sarasota on the map and just make it what it is. Now, of course, some of the things I'm going to mention isn't totally exclusive to this area. Some of these things you might find in North Carolina or in Texas, but some things are exclusive to us. And really, when you put it all together and you kind of put a bow on top, it really just, I think, is pretty impressive for you to understand more about what our area is like. Now, I'll be honest with you, I wish I would have thought of doing this for episode 100 because 100 things for episode 100 makes a little bit more sense. It was a bit too late, but that's okay. Let's do this. 103 things about the Sarasota area. Now, before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Jill Thomas, and I'm a real estate agent here in the area. And each week I bring videos about our area, about the Sarasota Bradenton area. I'd like to share with you what it's like to live in Florida. And then, of course, talk about real estate. So if maybe moving to the area has been on your radar, or maybe you already live here and you're thinking about buying or selling, then this might be a really good channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and keep watching. And then if you do have questions about the area, about moving, living here, buying, selling, then please give me a call, text, or email me. I am here to help. Okay, so when I was working on this list and prepping for this video, it made me think of that Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Fire. I thought, okay, if I could sing, I would have channeled my inner Billy Joel and sung the list to you, but you would have turned this video off super fast, or the video would have gone viral because it would have been so horrible. It would have been a train wreck. So sorry about that. But here's 103 things you can do in the SRQ. Number 1, Siesta Key Beach is known as being one of the #1 beaches in the United States because of its beautiful white quartz powdery sand that never gets hot. Number 2, the Venice Beach, which is also known as the shark's tooth capital of the world. So when you're there, you can look around, look for shark's teeth, but thankfully it's not known for having sharks coming close to shore. Number 3, Mote Marine, which is an aquarium. There's a touch tank, but it's also a hospital and a facility, a research facility for, aquatic life. Number 4, the Ringling Museum of Art. Fabulous place. Thankful for the Ringling brothers of circus fame who came here, and this is their art collection that's there, and it's fantastic, right on the bay. But then number 5, the Ringling School of Art and Design is also right here, and it marries well with the Ringling Museum. It's just down the street. And actually, my nephew's considering attending there after he graduates in 2023. Number 6, the Van Wezel, which is also affectionately known as the Purple Cow, and that is a venue for shows and concerts. I was just there a few weeks ago, and I got to see Fiddler on the Roof. Number 7, Pine View School, and that is a school, I think it goes from 2nd grade all the way through 12th grade. It's a public school, and it's known as being one of the best schools in the United States, public schools, but students do need to test in. So your academic qualifications is factored in before you can attend the school. Number 8, Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch is the 2nd largest master plan community in the United States, and it's just fabulous. It's huge, lots and lots of different housing options, and it's a beautiful mixture of where you can live, work, and play. Number 9, golfing. Lots and lots of golf courses, so many options, public courses and private courses. I don't see that slowing down or going away in our area anytime soon. Number 10, University Town Center, or UTC. And my last video was about UTC and all the fun events that take place there. So it's a fabulous place of restaurants, places you can eat, shopping, and lots of scheduled events and activities. Number 11, the Sarasota Croquet Club, which is located in Venice. Number 12, the Shark Tooth Festival. Okay, so I already said Venice Beach, shark's tooth capital of the world. Well, guess what? They have a Shark's Tooth Festival every year. Number 13, there's the annual Grand Prix Boat Festival, which is every July. Number 14, the Sarasota Memorial Hospital, which has won a lot of awards for all different things, but primarily it's known as being one of the top cardiovascular hospitals in the country. But it is well known for being clean, great staffing, good customer service, if you will. And so it's nice to have a quality hospital in our area. Number 15, Publix. Okay, so that's our main grocery chain. The people who started Publix, those folks, they live right here. In fact, I think they live on Longboat Key. And so Publix is just a very popular grocery store, especially for their BOGOs. And people really love their subs. And actually, I really like their cakes, and they have the best frosting. Number 16, Detwilers. So love Publix, but love Detwilers. It is a very local, maybe 8-9 locations here between Sarasota and Manatee Counties. It kind of has a farmer's market feel where you can go get fruits, vegetables. Each location's a different size in terms of what they offer, but deli, meats, cheeses, they got ice cream they sell there, seafood department, great baker, baked goods, fabulous. So people love going to Detwilers. Number 17, the Big Cat Habitat. And this is a place where they have rescued lions and tigers. They'll put on some shows so you can go and see the animals, but they're well taken care of. Some of these animals that cannot live on their own. Number 18, Selby Gardens. So Marie Selby, this was her residence, and just beautiful grounds. It's lovely. People will rent out the facilities. You can go and look at the flowers, look at her home. It's just fabulous right there on the bay. Number 19, Jungle Gardens. Now this was my grandparents' favorite. They had annual passes there for years. And it's kind of like a zoo, but not really. There are different animals there. They'll do different shows. It's not very large, but it's just a beautiful place even to walk around the paths and things as you go around and look at the different animals. A lot of it's shaded. It's just a pretty place to go to. Number 20, Myakka River State Park. So this is a larger park that we have where we do in fact have some walking trails, because a lot of our parks here do not, like they do up north. And if you want to see alligators, go to Myakka River State Park, get in there, you'll be able to see a lot of gators. Number 21, farmers markets. Wow, do we have a lot of farmers markets. So on a weekly basis, whether you're talking downtown Sarasota, I think there's one up in Marina Island, one in Lakewood Ranch, down in Venice, Northport. I mean, they're just everywhere. There's another one, I think on 41 somewhere, that's just like Wednesday morning. So different days of the week, lots and lots of farmers market opportunities if that's what you really enjoy. Number 22, the Ed Smith Stadium, which is the spring training for the Baltimore Orioles. Number 23, Marina Jack's. And that is downtown on the bayfront. The marina's there. There's a beautiful restaurant. It's just fun to go and walk around there too. Number 24, the Legacy Trail. So this has been a Rails to Trails project going on for a long time. For the longest time, it was just from Venice to the south end of Sarasota in the Palmer Ranch area. Now it goes from Venice all the way to downtown Sarasota. That's incredible. So if you want a great place where you can run, bike, whatever, do your inline skating, go there. 25, the Sarasota Opera House. 26, Mixon Fruit Farms. 27, St. Armands Circle. Now, St. Armands Circle was developed by the Ringlings, at least a family. I think it's more the nephew of the Ringlings, but John Ringling was involved with that. And that is for some nice higher end shopping and restaurants. 28, the Classic Car Museum. 29, Bradenton Riverwalk. Number 30, Historic Spanish Point. Number 31, Longboat Key. Now this key is about 10 miles long. There's not a lot of commercial property there. And there's a little bit. There's a Publix, and there's a couple restaurants, but not a lot. And there are a few public beach access points, but it's not like it's known for like having a large parking lot there where you can access the beach. But it's just a really beautiful drive. So even if you just want to just drive, Longboat Key. Number 32, Lido Key Beach. So that's just to the south of Longboat Key, and that's a little bit smaller. They do have a public beach. They actually have a public swimming pool there. You can pay if you want to go into the swimming pool, and it's a really beautiful area. And it's adjacent to St. Armands Circle. 33, Nathan Benderson Park. And this is where it's the place where, like, man-made lake, where they now have international rowing tournaments, but lots of events and activities, which I talked about in my last video again, when I talked about UTC. 34, Southeastern Guide Dogs. Now, when my grandfather was still alive, my mom was really encouraging him to go there and volunteer. So there they work with dogs to help train them for people who are visually impaired. 35, Village of the Arts. 36, the Marietta Museum of Art and Whimsy. 37, the South Florida Museum. 38, the Parker Manatee Aquarium. 39, Bishop Planetarium. 40, Oscar Scheer State Park. And this is another good memory I had. I remember when my grandfather was still alive, like he wanted to go there and walk around. So I'd go there with him and we would just walk around and enjoy nature. 41, the Florida Maritime Museum. 42, the Sarasota Bay Runner Trolley. Now there are trolleys all over the place here and they're becoming a little bit more popular, whether you just want to use it maybe as a mode of transportation in some cases. And this Bay Runner, it goes from, I think from downtown out to St. Armands and out to Lido Key. But even at Christmas time, there's trolleys where you can pay to tour and look around at Christmas lights. They'll hit like all the best places where people have, lights on their homes. And so that's a lot of fun. I've done that a couple of times. So maybe if you just want to go with yourself and another friend or a group of people, it's a really fun thing to do. So lots of trolleys in our area. Number 43, the Lido Key mangrove tunnels. And you can kayak in there. You can go and rent a kayak and kayak through there. It's really beautiful. Or if you have your own kayak, of course, you can go all by yourself. You don't have to rent one in order to take advantage of that. 44, the Katazan, and this is at the Ringling Museum. And Katazan, actually, I looked it up, a couple months ago, actually means House of John because of John Ringling. But it sounds really fancy, doesn't it, the Katazan? And so again, people will rent out these facilities for weddings or special events. It's just so beautiful there. Number 45, dolphin sightseeing boat tours. So there's all different boats that you can rent and use so you can try to see some of the wildlife out there in the waters. 46, sunset dinner cruises. 47, parasailing. 48, the Ringling Circus Museum. I was just there, a month or two ago. Oh, so much fun. It was really, really interesting to see just that circus history, the costumes, and just how they functioned as a circus. It's pretty incredible. Number 49, there is a Flying Trapeze Academy down in Venice. One of my friends was telling me about it. I'm like, no kidding. I couldn't imagine going and doing that. That's outside of my comfort zone. But how cool would that be? If you're kind of a daredevil, you can take some classes on being on a trapeze. Number 50, offshore fishing trips. 51, Sarasota Architectural Salvage. Now this is actually a store and the owner, Jesse, he goes around and maybe as they're sadly tearing things down here in the Sarasota area, or he's kind of a picker, he'll go to other areas and get things. So everything has been, previously used, it's a salvage, but it's a fabulous store. So much fun. Like I guess when they went to tear down the old gym at Sarasota High School, like he got the flooring from there, or if they're going to take down a house, maybe they'll get some windows and different things, elements, hinges, tiles. So lots of neat things there. So that's really a fun place just to walk through. So Sarasota Architectural Salvage. 52, Tervis Tumbler. So actually right here in Osprey, just south of Sarasota, is the factory for Tervis Tumbler, which are those cups you can get. Actually, here's mine right here. I'm sipping out of it as I'm doing my video. Usually you can find these cups at like Bed Bath & Beyond, I think on a national level, but they're made right here. 53, Spanish moss. That's that fun stuff hanging from the trees. People lately, like in the last, month or two, I've had a good number of people ask me, now what is that called again? And so that's Spanish moss. 54, Towles Court. Now this is an artist district in the downtown area. 55, the Bradenton Marauders. Now this is where the Pittsburgh Pirates go for their spring training. 56, we have something called the Celery Fields. There's no celery there and they're not really fields anymore, but it's where there used to be celery fields. And now it's just this big, humongous mound of dirt. It's our only hill in Sarasota where there's walking paths now around there. And actually it's right next to the big cat habitat. So if you're up there walking around, all of a sudden you might hear this lion roar, and there's a little disconnect in your mind between just being outdoors and hearing this lion roaring. But anyhow, so that's kind of a fun thing to go and walk around just for exercise, and it's really a beautiful setting. 57, Sharky's on the Pier. So this is a fun restaurant down in Venice. 58, Sailor Circus. All right, so this, again, going along with our little circus theme kind of that gets woven through this because it is a big part of our community here. Sailor Circus is actually a circus that all the performers are kids, or at least they're like in upper elementary, junior high, and high school. So they have to try out and they're part of the program. They have to go to practice, so many days a week, and then they put on a couple performances every year. Lots of fun. It's so cool. They do an awesome job. So Sailor Circus is really special here. 59, the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. So right here in Sarasota, we've got this great airport. It's beautiful. It's not very large, but there's a lot of activity and it continues to grow. And at the beginning of this video, I said 103 things to do in SRQ. Well, that is our airport initials, SRQ. So sometimes people will just refer to the area as that. 60, Philippi Creek Estate Park. And actually that's the place where they have the farmers markets on Wednesday mornings. When I was talking about farmers markets earlier, I kind of forgot the name of it, but that's where that is at. It's the Philippi Creek Estate Park. 61, just downtown Sarasota. I mean, there's so many great little shops, restaurants. It's super cute, quaint, it's beautiful, just a lovely area. 62, Sarasota Skieries. Now this is where they do, I'm sure there's a better way to describe it. I should have looked it up a little bit more in detail before doing this video, but where, they do, those different skiing formations. They put on shows so you can go there and watch that. 63, the Sarasota Sharks, which is a really well-known swim team. And actually one of the swimmers from there just kind of made it in the news recently. And actually I know some kids that swim with the Sharks. So that's really awesome too. We have a great swim team here. 64, the National Audubon Society. 65, the Ringling Bridge. Now this is that tall bridge. It's not a drawbridge or a toll bridge or anything that goes from downtown Sarasota out to St. Armands Circle and Lido Key. And it's just a beautiful bridge to drive over and is very popular for people to walk, run, or ride their bike over the bridge. 66, the Venice Pier. Now this is down like where that Sharky's restaurant is at, and it's very popular just to walk, or a lot of people like to fish off of this pier. 67, DeSoto Park. 68, Yoga by the Bay. Now, honestly, there's a lot of different places where you can do outdoor yoga and jump in, whether it's at UTC, on Siesta Key, all different places. So if you're interested in doing yoga in a large group like that outdoors, check it out. 69, we have so many really cool types of birds, different than what you guys have up north. So whether it's a snowy egret, a sandhill crane, or a heron, lots and lots of different types of birds down here. Number 70, lizards and geckos. Yep, we have all those cute little lizards, geckos, chameleons. They run around everywhere. Some people love them. Sometimes it freaks people out. Honestly, it's nothing if you have one inside your house. They eat the bugs. They don't bother me at all. 71, beach sunsets. Of course, people love watching the sunset here on the beaches, or really anywhere, even like from the Ringling Bridge, just anywhere. The sunsets here are absolutely gorgeous because of course we're on the West Coast, we face the west. 72, boating. 73, water skiing. 74, fishing. 75, paddleboarding. 76, kayaking. 77, skimboarding. 78, surfing. 79, rowing. As you guys can see, lots and lots and lots of water sports here. 80, looking for those seashells or the shark's teeth. 81, chalk art festival. I think we just had the chalk art festival here in early April. It used to be downtown Sarasota and the Burns Court district, but now it's in Venice. There's like a private airport down there. So it's in those facilities where artists come from all over the world. They do these fabulous chalk art on the ground. So you pay, you can walk around and take a look at that. Lots and lots of fun there. 82, manatees and dolphins, of course. It's so much fun to watch those animals. 83, rooftop restaurants. We have a lot of restaurants where you can dine up on the roof. 84, drum circles. So different beaches will have drum circles, usually one night a week, same night. So like on Siesta Key, I think it's Sunday night. Nokomis Beach might be Saturday night. So that's kind of fun to check out. 85, the Cool Today Park, which is in Northport, and this is the Atlanta Braves spring training facility. 85, Tampa Bay Sports, or Champa Bay, right? Have you guys heard of that? Because we have the Buccaneers up there, the Lightning, and the Rays. 87, the Sand Sculpting Festivals. 88, down in Northport, we have Warm Mineral Springs. Number 89, the average temperatures in July, the low end, it's 52 degrees, and at the high, it's 71 degrees. Number 90, the average temperatures in April, at the low end is 63, and at the high end, it is 82. Number 91, the average temperatures in July, at the low end, it's 75, at the high end, it is 90. And then number 92, the average temperatures in October, low end is 67, high is 85. Now, the one thing maybe I should have included was what is the humidity level, because sometimes our temperature here, even during our hottest months, could still be lower than what it's like up north, but our humidity is insane sometimes. So that can go through the roof. But how pleasant is that though in the winter, to have a high of, 71. Number 93, the Sarasota National Cemetery. 94, love bugs, these little critters that come out maybe once, twice a year, sometimes better, sometimes worse. Number 95, flamingos. Number 96, IMG, which is an international place where people will come, especially young people. They have dormitories there who want to perfect their skills in certain areas of sports. So IMG Academy. Number 97, Big Olaf Creamery. That's ice cream. Number 98, the Albritton Fruit Company. Number 99, Bayfront Park, which is out there by Marina Jack. Number 100, Venice Island. So we already talked about the beach there at Venice, but Venice has its own little island. Actually, the island is quite large, but they have a downtown area there, and it's maybe not quite as grand as St. Armands or as many places as downtown Sarasota, but still, I think it's adorable, quaint, lots of activities that go on down there. I love that section of Venice. Number 101, Burns Court District. And I had mentioned this when I talked about the Chalk Art Festival, really cool little funky area of downtown Sarasota. There's actually a small movie theater there, restaurants in that area, super quaint, adorable, like loaded with character. I love that. Number 102. Now, of course, we have beautiful flowers, whether it's a hibiscus, an oleander, birds of paradise, and lots of flowers. Even our annuals grow all year. They act more like a perennial than they do an annual. All right, and then number 103, last but certainly not least, palm trees. People love palm trees. When they come down here, they go, oh, Jill, my dream is to have a palm tree in my yard. Although I got somebody right now who's dreaming of having a coconut tree in their yard. I'm not sure if they can grow them here, but I've never heard of that. But who am I? Like the edible kind. So we'll see. But yeah, so lots and lots of different types of palm trees here in our area. So what do you think of the list? What did I not put on there that I should have? Put it in the comments below. I mean, I could have gone on and on and on, more than 103 things. I had to shave the list down quite a bit. I tried to group things together a smidge. And of course, like I said before, not all these things are exclusive to our area. Of course, there's other communities and places where there's palm trees or that have Spanish moss or, have these different things, have beautiful sunsets, of course. But like I said before, when you put it all together with everything else that we offer, I just love living here in this area on the west coast of Florida. Now, as always, don't be shy. If you need any real estate help, please reach out to me. I'm just so happy just to help you out however I can. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.